Please subscribe and you can download this code from description below. In Python, a list is a versatile data structure that allows you to store a collection of items. One common operation when working with lists is appending elements to the end of the list. This tutorial will walk you through the process of appending items to a Python list, provide examples, and explain some important concepts related to list manipulation. Before we dive into appending elements to a list, let's review the basics. A list is an ordered collection of items. You can add, remove, or modify items in a list as needed. Lists in Python are represented by square brackets, and elements in a list are separated by commas. Here's a simple list. In this tutorial, we'll explore how to add elements to the end of a list. Python provides the append method for adding an item to the end of a list. Here's how you can use it. The append method modifies the original list in place by adding the specified item to the end of the list. This is useful for adding individual elements. It's important to distinguish between append and extend methods in Python. Here's an example using extend. The extend method takes an iterable, example a list, tuple, or string, and adds its elements individually to the end of the original list. You can also append one list to another list using the extend method or the plus operator. This is useful for combining multiple lists into a single list. When appending or extending lists, be aware of the following pitfalls. If you append a mutable object, like a list, to another list, changes made to the appended object will affect both lists. This is because lists are mutable. For example, if you want to avoid the above issue, make a copy of the list before appending. You can create a shallow copy using the copy method or the slicing technique. For a deep copy, you can use the copy module's deep copy method. Appending to lists in Python is a fundamental operation when working with collections of data. The append method is used to add individual elements to the end of a list, while extend is used for adding multiple elements. Additionally, you can append one list to another to combine their elements. Be mindful of mutable objects and shallow versus deep copies to avoid unexpected behavior when working with lists. ChatGPT. In Python, a list is a versatile data structure that allows you to store and manipulate collections of items. One of the common operations when working with lists is appending new elements to the end of the list. In this tutorial, we will explore how to append elements to a list in Python, and we'll provide code examples to illustrate the process. The append method is used to add an element to the end of a list in Python. It is a simple and efficient way to grow the size of a list dynamically. When you append an element, it becomes the last item in the list. The append method is applied to a list, and it takes one argument, which is the item you want to add to the list. Here's the syntax. Let's walk through some code examples to understand how to use the append method to add elements to a list. Output. In this example, we first create an empty list my_list. Then, we use the append method to add the integers 1, 2, and 3 to the list. When we print the list, we see that these elements are now in the list, and they appear in the order they were appended. You can also append multiple elements to a list at once by using the extend method or by using the plus operator. Here's an example using the extend method. Output. You can achieve the same result using the plus operator. Output. Appending elements to a list in Python is a fundamental operation when working with lists. The append method allows you to add elements to the end of a list efficiently. You can also append multiple elements using the extend method or the plus operator. This flexibility makes Python lists a versatile data structure for many applications. ChatGPT.